Hey guys, Cruxel. Here's a no bullshit overview for Overpass. Alright, first up we're going to have a smoke from monster to barrels. What you want to do is line up with the end of this shadow, aim above the brick wall like so, and you're going to chuck it over with a left click. It'll land next to barrels and cover you from heaven if you're pushing out far right. Next up is water to bridge. You're going to line up with this pipe up to the second telephone line and release. It's going to bounce over off the overpass and smoke bridge. Also, here's a nice little spot if they do smoke that, so you can bait the fuck out of your teammates and still get some good info. Alright, on the short A to pipe, you're going to line up at the end of this flower bed, up to the third balcony on that far building and a little bit to the left of the corner, and it's going to smoke off the front of pipes so that they're afraid to push out in the water. It'll help your teammate pushing out of construction. Here's an obvious but pretty nice boost you can use to check into construction if you're still in Squeaky and haven't opened the door. Just boost on a teammate's head. Jump onto this dumpster on A site and go to the far top right corner of that building off in the distance. It's just another way you can smoke off pipe here. Same smoke as before. A little bit easier to line up for some people. One more on A site. Line up to the second bulb on that telephone wire and you're going to smoke off construction from A site. Here's a great spot to whiff your shots from if you can strafe but can't aim like me. Just do an air strafe and you'll land on this metal bar over here. Terrorist alley to B site. Jump on that barrel, aim to the left of the top of this white and red tower, and you're going to smoke off the middle of B site. Line up with this rock on the outside of monster. Aim in the middle of the little polygon that's created and you'll be able to smoke off the front of site. Now here's a pop flash for B. You're going to line up with that pallet like so, run forward and left click. You'll be able to pop flash into water. Kind of a dumb little Squeaky Pop flash, but it's useful I guess if you want to push with it. Here's another off angle you can use in B. They don't really always check that. Line up with the top of this rebar here in this corner, run forward and throw. You can also do it with your grenade or a molly and you'll hit barrels. Same corner, line up at the bottom right of this light and you'll be able to smoke off heaven. Same spot, but if you run forward a tiny bit, you can chuck a nade and hit the exit of B. This wall is surfable if you know how to do that. Another super common boost, but very helpful, and if someone asks you to boost them on B, this is probably what they're talking about. This wall is not spammable, however, Squeaky obviously is because it's very thin metal. Here's a smoke from short A to bank, variation 1. You're going to line up in this corner to the right of the two rings on that tower there, and you're going to smoke off bank. They cannot see you from either side, you know the deal. Opposite corner, make sure the A in the middle lines up with the cement and aim to the right of this scar on the roof. You'll be able to smoke off bank. Smoke's a little bit deeper. And here's the enemy POV. That's variation 2. Now for long A to stairs, you're going to get in the middle of this here. Line up with these two lines on the roofs and do a jump throw. On 64 tick this works. Smokes off the middle of sight. Super practical if your team already has bomb down and you're lagging behind. But I do see it's kind of situational. Alright, now a bit more to the left than the last smoke. Line up with this bottom line here to the top of the sphere and you'll be able to smoke off dumpster. Short A to dumpster smoke, you're going to want to jump on this bench and aim above the male restroom icon's head. And finally, one third way is get in this corner, aim at this leaf. You'll kind of see it in game, it's hard to explain. It'll smoke off deepest, and this is the most easy smoke that I've found for this. Here's a nice little molly that'll guarantee you a kill if you know someone's in this corner, because by the time they run out, you're going to be shooting their dicks off. Get in this corner on short A, aim at the woman's head and up to the second branch, and then stand up, and you will be able to smoke off truck. Here's a nice little boost as well on A site. You can fall back very easily, however, it is spammable, so they can kill you and your guy through the fence. The one time you don't check this corner, you're going to get dicked on, guaranteed. Alright, line up with the middle of this sign, and above the B, just a little bit to the left of the metal, and you'll smoke off the middle of A site and be able to split it in half. Super loosey-goosey molly from A long to dumpster. One more, a little more to the right, in line with the building in the distance, and you'll molly off the middle of sight. Here's a nice little pop flash. Aim up with the flower to the right of the roof, and run forward, and you'll pop flash in the long. Doesn't have to be that technical. You can jump off this bench and self-boost on the flower, just strafe to the left a little bit. What the fuck is this? Make sure the swing set is lined up with this wood piece in the middle of the playground. Aim in the middle of that loop the branches make and it'll smoke off connector. Pretty hard smoke though to learn. At the top of the slide here, aim in the middle of the sky in between the tower and the leaves and you'll be able to smoke off the right side of restrooms. And thanks for watching, guys.